you're seeing this today, my friend, then most probably it's your time now. It's your time. You've seen other people winning, you've seen other people succeeding, but deep inside you've been like, when things will start happening to me, or you've been doubting a little bit your journey, or you've been at a point of your life where you were like, is this truly working? What I'm doing, is it truly, getting me somewhere? But that other part of you was saying, hey man, hey woman, just stay consistent. Just stay devoted. Just stay true to this. Just keep it up. Just stay true to this. If that's you, my friend, this is your time. Have you started seeing serendipities happening in your life? Have you noticed them? Because nothing happens by chance in this universe. Nothing happens by chance. And these are the ways the universe speaks to you. Hey, maybe your path is different from anyone you've seen. So you can't truly compare yourself with anybody else, because look, it doesn't matter how many people in your life or on the internet or wherever are winning. Well, you have a very unique path, and maybe the way you will win in your life, or the way you will experience breakthroughs, will be so different than what you've seen that it will blow you away. But really, it's not about waiting these things or moments. It's about seeing serendipities that are taking you to places where you truly belong, where you truly need to go. Serendipities are, events of tiny synchronicities that are showing you a direction. When somebody gives you some pleasant words, when something aligns, when the right person appears, when you hear the right message, like maybe this one today, when you see something that aligns with your vision, when you experience inner guidance just at the times when you needed it, right? That's how the universe speaks to you. I want you to hear these voices. I want you to see these signs. I want you to know that it's happening to you. How many times it happened to you that you've heard a song and words in that song meant something for you? They gave you a message. They gave you a reassurance or confirmation that you're doing it right, that you're on the path that's meant for you. Maybe you're going through stages of deprogramming of what you've heard in the past, so you would reprogram yourself to actually become who you truly are. And knowing ourselves is such a deep, complex journey. It's not like saying, hey, be authentic. We don't really know what it means. We may hear words like be authentic, but you can only learn what it means as you're going through the process of deprogramming and recognizing, okay, this doesn't feel right. I don't want to do these things anymore. Oh, I don't want to hang with these people anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And you go through the process of, loss or hurt, or something happens to you and you get shocked and you're in feelings of numbness and in denial, like this is not real, this is not happening, why it's happening to me. And you develop a lot of, emotional outbursts. And these are all the things we go through in order to experience a change, a transformation, a rebirth, a new beginning. And it leads us to a lot of anger. And many of you have been through this process. To those of you who are listening, some of you may be there right now, but to most of you, I believe, you've been there. Anger, fear, searching, feeling kinda disorganized. To many people I've been coaching, they were somewhere like here, in fear, in searching, and feeling kinda disorganized. And it's just important to know your time has come. It's just for you to really, filter your life. I want to take these things from my life and truly level them up. And I need to erase all these other things. I need to let go of all these other things. And of course, because of that, you may sense a sense of guilt, maybe even a sense of loneliness, isolation. You may be alone. Like, well, how else can you really notice what truly matters if you don't take a great quality of time for you, right? So look, wherever you are, it's perfectly fine how it is. It's perfectly fine because, well, the only way to truly see what works and what will take you forward from where you are right now is really to go into these feelings, go into guilt. Is this really your feeling, or is this an expectation from someone else what you think you should do for them? Even though maybe you've never received back like what you gave them, they never get you back, or they never gave you back, or doesn't matter what happened. The point is that you notice that from now on, it is a new beginning. It's time to notice new strength within you. At this point, I always remind people, find your qualities, find your strengths, find what you're good at, and evolve it. See new patterns emerging, taking you to new skills, becoming better at something you always wanted to evolve in. And it doesn't mean you should quit everything else in your life. You can live your life. In your outside world, no one even needs to notice any difference about you. You live your life, you do things the same way as before, but internally you are building a new self. And as you're building a new self, you are noticing change in your hope, you're noticing a change in your values, you're noticing that your mindset is changing, you're noticing that you're building a new approach towards life. And all these interesting synchronicities and serendipities and interesting things that started happening, started giving you a reflection of that inner change. So at some point you also realize, okay, this is a plane of demonstration. So, well, everything I've accomplished within, now let's accomplish without. Now let's bring it out, and that's when you start seeing changes, right? When you stand up for yourself, when you make new decisions, when you take scary moves like maybe quitting a job, finding a new one, moving to a new place, letting go of certain people, letting go of certain habits, letting go of certain behaviors, and just starting to do something completely new. It's like your mind would wake up to something so much greater, but it requires discipline. It requires discipline, clarity, and incredible amount of focus, because you can't walk around distracted and thinking that all your dreams will come true. You know that you are creating them. Like in yesterday's video, we've been talking, you are like God creating things into existence through incredible focus, action, and consistency. So at this point, you are noticing that most probably the hardest thing for you is detachment, letting go, really leaving your old self behind through forgiveness, through releasing that tension in your muscles and knowing that it's okay to change. It's okay to let go. It's okay to leave certain people behind if necessary. It's okay to follow your highest vision. It's okay. And just the sentence, it's okay, is maybe the most important word you really need to hear. Okay. It is okay. I allow it. I accept it. And then you notice through acceptance, you release fear. Because really in acceptance, there is nothing to be afraid of. Because the one who truly accepts everything understands that everything happens for the highest good. So when you accept whatever is happening, you also accept the image, the vision that arises within you, what could be done in these moments, in this present transition, what can be done through you, what this moment truly is preparing you, or who it is preparing you to become. And you're noticing that it truly is like in the Matrix when Morpheus offers these two pills, right? These are the moments when you decide, I will go all in and follow my vision, or I will go back and live my old life in ignorance. Isn't it a beautiful symbol in the movie, like taking the red or the blue pill? Doesn't matter what you take, but it is a choice, and I know that because I've been on that. I needed to make that choice. Like, you know, when you're presented with an idea that inspires you to such a degree that you don't want to ignore it. Like, you would feel you've kinda suppressed the highest possible version you could become if you don't take that idea. It would follow a great sense of disappointment. But you've decided, no, I want to explore. I want to explore where this will take me. And as you start exploring it, well, it gets scary, right? It gets scary as hell. But you work through it with acceptance. Okay, this needed to happen. Everything is as it needs to be. Everything is preparing me. And you take responsibility for what needs to be done through you. And you accept what can't be changed by you. And you move on. And you keep moving on until you start seeing small wins. Things started happening. You see maybe even physical sensations, like your body starts to feel lighter. You start to see your talents are improving, or your skills, or the way you communicate, the way you express yourself, the way you do things that you've been doing consistently. All of that is improving. Like in the past, I've started seeing my art is improving. There was one particular painting called We Are Energy. You can find it on AttractPassion.com. And when I finished that painting, I knew, okay, something is happening here. Like something has begun and my time has come. And since that painting, my art started blooming. And this is the breaking point, right? At some point, if we stay consistent with something kind of breaks through and we start to bloom. And we start noticing, okay, well, from now on, I will stay even more devoted because I see the progress. I see the change. I see the transformation. I see I am making something happen here. And that's what serves you a lot in this process of deprogramming, letting go of the old ideas of who you are and becoming something new, something unknown. And that is the true authenticity. It's not really saying, hey, be authentic, speak your truth and stand up for yourself. It's more like, are you brave enough to discover the undiscovered, to go through hurts just because you're curious what's on the other side of pain, to maybe embrace the discomfort and embrace the unknown and notice who you truly could be if you would stop pretending to be something that doesn't even feel right. Those are all such unknown sensations. It's not really, just knowing what to do when you try to be more authentic, more unique, more more you. It's more of a kind of unknown, confused state where confusion leads to clarity. And by that I mean that when you don't know who you are, you also feel curious to do everything that's deep inside you feel you have to do. And when you start doing it, a sense of confidence arises within you that tells you who you are. So once again, you've noticed authenticity and all of that. It's not a logical thing. It's not a thinking thing. It's more of a doing thing and being thing that really tells you who you are. After all, you're a human being. You're not a human thinking, right? The way you become unique is to become. And you can only become by be, right? Becoming means that you are being something new from moment to moment to moment, consistently. And then you suddenly become more of just being you rather than thinking who you should be. It's a process of becoming, right? And that is the real authenticity that you can't put into words. So when someone says to you, hey, be authentic or be truthful or whatever, now you know it's a process of doing things. It's a process of following what really speaks to you. It's a process of really letting go of the things that are not for you anymore. And noticing this is your time. You don't need to wait anymore. You don't need to wait anyone. Just do you. Just do you. And stay curious. Stay curious. For what else is still not in resonance with you. Because that's how you transmute it. You know, this habit is not mine. Oh, the way I start my day, it could be improved. The way I talk with others, I could be more honest. The way I spend my free time or whatever, I could be more time in nature. I could travel more. The job that I have, well, it's not really fun anymore. Or whatever it is. Those are the things you're transmuting. With clarity, with time, with attention. Those are not easy decisions. Like starting something new, changing a job. Well, you need to repeat this way of thinking many times to really, face with the truth. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to do something else. I deserve so much more. And by knowing you deserve so much more, you actually allow yourself to do so much more and to be so much more. By firstly facing with the truth, you deserve so much more. And I've just noticed in my life that there is a formula for manifesting great things or for experiencing this momentum of great things that start happening to us. And it's not complicated. It's just doing some fearful things that we knew we should do, like maybe changing a job or changing a relationship or letting go of something and starting something new. And as soon as we start with these first scariest things, we kind of start a momentum where we notice confidence rises because we've noticed, okay, look, the hardest thing for me was maybe to quit my job. To me personally, it was very scary when I quitted my last job and I said, well, I will create my job. And it was tough. But after I've done that, I've noticed I can do anything. And maybe you move to a new place. In my case, me and Maya, my partner, we moved to Spain for a few months. We said, we will start there. Let's go on a journey. And since we did that, we noticed we can do anything. When you face with with your greatest fears, well, there's a reward. It's inner reward. It tells you you can do anything. And then you just go on with that path. And when painting called me, I said, I will follow this. When YouTube thing called me, I said, I will do this. When coaching called me, I said, I will do this. And whatever comes then, you just know you're prepared. You know you can do it. Even though you don't know how to do it, you just know you're ready. The time is now, right? So my friend, your time is now. Your time is now. If you've come across this, I hope you found something valuable that can just push you forward on this path right at this moment. You got this, my friend. I hope you've enjoyed in today's message. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. Thanks to everyone for supporting my art in our store, AttractPassion.com or Etsy store, I Draw My Passion. You're truly appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content and practical guidance. Thank you so much. Until next time, one love.